All right, morning. Measured this, it's about 6 feet, and it's probably about 6 feet deep, and about three and a half feet tall. So it's about 112 cubic feet there. And then just to be safe, I'll throw those ugly bastards in there too. So one full cord of wood. I'm using this Oregon 25-ton splitting machine. She's not the fastest machine. She's not the prettiest either, but that's okay. She gets the job done. So we're gonna time this and see how long it takes me. Giddy up. Okay, check the fuel. Need some fuel in there. Doesn't run too well on air. I'll see if this tank of gas, I think I can normally get about 2 cords out of this tank here. Just make sure this thing isn't battery powered, 'cause I don't like batteries. Check. Okay, it's gas and diesel only. I pulled that so hard I just about pulled the whole machine up with me. Gotta let it warm up like your wife or your girlfriend. Just let it warm up. Get her in the mood. No, she's not ready. She's not ready yet. She's barking. No, not happening. Let that warm up. Well, 30, 40, this is 11. So 51 minutes or so. I think that was just over a cord. Those big ones suck. But it's normally what I deal with, these big ugly rounds anyway. There. So a cord's going for about 350 a fir. So yeah, 350. Day's work done. Hey, we just finished up. First video I looked at was about, what was it, 30 minutes, 29 minutes. Second and third video that I had, actually I had a phone call, I had to talk to a buddy, was 51 minutes for that cord. I think it was a little more, but those big pines are shit to split. Get a lot of that. But all in all, worked out good. So I brought all that wood over, cut it all, sawed it all up, stacked it up, split it up. I started about 7:30. I think it's about 9:15 now. So yeah, we do that a couple more times today, and it'll be a wrap.